Good day to you all. It's a sunny, beautiful day here in Iowa, and look what I've got here. Triumph Tiger Sport, 660 cc's, 80 horsepower, 47 foot-pounds of torque. Just an absolutely beautiful motorcycle. This is on my top 5 list, probably on my top 3 list, to be honest. If I had to buy a new motorcycle this year, this would certainly be one of the 3 or 4 bikes I would look at. I love everything about it. Just a beautiful looking machine. It's got this gorgeous inline triple. Look at that header system, stainless steel. I just love the way that looks. Canister oil filter. Inline triple anyway. It's got dual overhead cams, 4 valves per cylinder, automatic chain tensioner, you can see that right there. She's liquid cooled, of course. 6-speed transmission. Oh, she's fuel injected, can't forget that. All motorcycles are anymore, right? Actually, they aren't. There's a couple of that are still carbureted. Here's the reservoir with the cooling system. She's got phenomenal good looks. I mean, just look at that shark front end. That radiator kind of just like a big mouth in there, you know. Absolutely gorgeous fairing. I love the way she sits. Got this wonderful big seat. The thing about this motorcycle that appeals to me so much, its size, its weight. It's I like bikes that aren't physically large. This is a on the smaller side for road bikes. But yet she's got this wonderful big seat. So you have lots of options for riding. We'll talk more about that on the road. She's got this gorgeous fairing. Just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. I love the way the front end looks on this bike, and it goes really well with this fairing, this fender. Little Triumph insignia there. Look at the detail on that. Coming down here, protecting the reverse forks, upside down forks. Compression is 12 to 1. It's got a 240-degree crank, so you get that neat whoop-up sound. Electronic throttle, of course. They all have that anymore, I think, at least the Triumphs. Isn't that nifty? 6-speed multi-plate slipper clutch with a slipper clutch. And of course, Triumphs have great transmissions. I've driven this just around town a little bit. The mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa. And from what I've ridden, what I've used the clutch a little bit, it's just fabulous. The bike has phenomenal looking brakes. We'll get them out there and see what they do. So the front is, these are Nissan dual disc, 310 millimeter. That's pretty good size. Dual pistons, so 2 pistons on this side, floating caliper, axial mounting. Look at that front end, isn't that neat? Just beautiful. Cast wheels, something to look at on these wheels. See how they've got the angled valve guides. Make it easier to put air in your tires. Same on the rear. Anyway, those should be wonderful brakes, and we'll get it out there. You know, like everything Triumph, handling, braking, tuning, they're just excellent. Fit and finish. The rear is a 255. That's a little larger than normal. Nissan with a single pot. Gorgeous brake reservoir for the back. Got this beautiful protector plate. So let's now they got me going. Look at the style of this here. So you've got this just beautiful line that goes from, you know, it starts here, it winds down this way and goes all the way down through here. Swing arm, body to the front. I also like this trellis looking area here on the back. I love these infill pieces. They've really set it off. This has got a texture to it on this part where your knees go. Texture on this also. Good texture on the seat. Beautiful. The front forks are 41 millimeter Showas, inverted. They're not adjustable, but they look phenomenal. Like I said, the little I've driven it, the handling has been great. 150 millimeters of travel on the front, which is about 6 inches. I'm not sure what the rear has for, about 160 I guess on the rear too. We've got a monoshock. I'm assuming it's linked. Maybe it's not. I can't tell by looking at it on the rear, but the neat hat trick for this rear monoshock is this thing here. You can adjust the dampening right here, lower. Let's try that lower, okay, or higher. Back to the looks of the bike. You know, these, of course, the beautiful Triumph foot pegs. They always have gorgeous foot pegs. Look at this protector, your brake master cylinders back there for your rear brake, and look at this gorgeous plate back here, just covering up everything. Nice heavy metal. Same on this side. Just nice and solid. Love this. I love this little quarter fairing on the bottom here. Just gorgeous. Seat height is about 32 and 7/8, 32 and 7/8 inches. It's actually taller than it looks for me. I'm 5'9" with a 30-inch inseam, and I was not uncomfortable on it, but I could tell it was definitely tall. We'll talk more about that later. The wheelbase is 55.8 inches, which is, I love bikes with that kind of a wheelbase. You know, they're not short, but they're on the short side, which means it ought to be a pretty nimble handling bike. Here's the best part. It's hard to find bikes with tanks this large anymore, but she's got a 4.5 gallon tank, which means if you get 45 miles a gallon, you got plenty of range. Services, by the way, are I think 10,000 mile like all Triumphs. And of course, like all Triumphs, she's got traction control, which I'm going to say it again. Triumph has the best traction control that I've ridden, of all the bikes I've ridden. She also has rain mode and road mode. I've got her in road mode right now. Wet weight for this bike, this is another neat thing. 455 pounds with the 4.5 gallons of fuel. So that's, you know, that's a very good number. One thing I noticed right away when riding her is that she seems very low geared, almost like you could gear her up a little bit, but we'll talk more about that going down the road. TFT screen. This seat has really got me intrigued. I don't know if I can show this very well, but this is a very long rider seat. It's nice and wide back here. Lots of seating options. When you're riding, I ride a lot of 600-700 mile days, and this seat looks like it would be a very good seat for that. It's got a good texture. It's got a lot of potential. The rear seat, of course, back here. And these nice heavy-duty cast metal bars for grab-ons. It's a beautiful bike. Let's take a look at the dash. Well, let's start with the finish of the gears. Here's how you control your TFT. Right here. TFT display, by the way. Blinkers. This is part of the TFT control system. Horn. I'm not sure what that is. I'll ask at the shop. Over here you've got hazards, the kill switch and on-off switch, and electric throttle, of course. Master cylinder. Looks like your brake lever is adjustable for throw. Not this one though, not the clutch. You have a flash to pass light over here. Very good. The mirrors they're in the right spot. They should be out of your way. They've got a good shape for traffic. I like it. This is okay, that's the TFT display. You got a tack on the top, miles per hour, gear indicator, rotor rain mode over here, and you've got the menu down here. Here's some lights for ABS and engine and, you know, oil and all that other stuff. Here's something really neat. Look at that. Just several detents. 8 or 10 detents. And you can adjust that going down the road. We'll leave that in the high spot. Beautiful bike. Just beautiful. Chain drive. Okay. I'm going to take it for a ride. I'll catch up with you in a minute. Let me get my helmet on and we'll go take her for a spin. Wahoo! Okay, Triumph 660 Tiger Sport. Let's make her sing. Whoa. Very nice indeed. Wow. I do like the sound. She growls. Gear indicator, tachometer. I don't know what the red line is. I can't see it on there. Maybe 10 or 10 and a half. Let's go have some fun. With 80 horsepower and 47 foot-pounds of torque, this thing ought to just sing. Okay, there is Baxter Cycle, Marnie, Iowa. BaxterCycle.com, BaxterCycleOmaha.com. Get a chance to visit their website? Please do. They're wonderful people. We are in the mini-tropolis of Marnie, Iowa, and the roads are filthy, extra filthy today for some reason. She seems rather tall, but you know, she is a tiger. 32 and what did I say, 7/8 of an inch seat height. Oh, look at that, it just turns like a dream, even with the sand on the road. Let's see what I can do on this side. Gorgeous. Oh, I love it, I love it. See what kind of traffic we have here today. And away we go. We're at road speed. Oh yeah, she rolls. This is very different than other Triumphs. Very different kind of engine. Very revvy engine. The gears are very tight, very close together. We're in 6th gear already. The bike's ride is firm. I've got the dampening on low, and there may be a way to adjust the compression, but I haven't looked into that. At 60, let's see what we tack at 60. At 60, it looks like we're tacking just a little over 4.5. Not too bad, especially with a 10,000 RPM red line. Blue. You know, you guys can't see this, but the seat on this bike is just great. This is a seat a guy could live with. The riding triangle is, your feet are almost directly under your knees, very comfortable. The handlebars are not way forward, they're nice, you have to reach for them, but they're not way down. The mirrors are excellent, they're very clear. What am I going, 60 miles an hour almost, and they're just very clear. Let's try the windshield. Look at that. Oh wow, did that make a difference? That really makes a difference. Holy moly. There you're in the wind. That really cuts. So Tigers are known for their wind air protection, their weather protection, their good fairings, and this one's pretty darn good. Oh, my low fuel light just came on. Curse them for letting me a bike with no fuel. There is Iowa's busiest intersection right there. Today we're going to go right by it. I love the way this handles. I'm going to lower the fairing back down. It's more exciting, more sporting feeling with the lower fairing. The handling through these curves is excellent. I could live with this. Why do I say that? This bike meets all my criteria except for one. It doesn't have cruise control, and maybe you can get that from the dealer, I don't know. It's got wind protection, it's got a large fuel tank, it's got a large seat, it's got a good amount of power. 80 horsepower is a lot of power. Let's see what those brakes feel like. Oh, pretty darn good. With dual disc brakes, I'm sure you could do a lot. Can you hear the bike? It's just kind of, I don't want to say purrs, but she certainly does sound good. Her handling is definitely sports bike feeling. I wonder how this would be on the highway, on the interstate. With this adjustable fairing, you should be able to go miles and miles and miles without, you know, much body stress. Let's put that back down. It's very, it's a whole different bike with that fairing down. And I love the way that is so easy to adjust. In Iowa, we call this a traffic jam. We're a rural, low population state. The torque doesn't seem to kick in until about 5,000, the real torque. Most Triumphs, the larger ones, have oodles of torque right from idle on up. This one, it's a little higher than that, but it's not bad at all. It certainly does not feel peaky at all. And the handling, like I said, the handling is just phenomenal. This would be a great all-day go out and ride bike. You could do city in this, you could do mile after mile of interstate, and you could certainly do all kinds of this 2-lane blacktop. And she does the curves just wow. Wow, wow, wow. Look at that climb. Whoa! Very good roll on, very good roll on. And that was in 6th gear, guys. Something, I was going through the electronics. You can actually simply, through this control over here, turn on and off traction control if you'd like. Look at that beautiful Iowa view. I like the looks of these bikes. They come in 3 colors. The silver that we're riding on, a beautiful red like they have at the shop, which is a sold motorcycle, that's why we're not riding it. And then a blue, and I've only seen the blue in pictures. Blue is a kind of color that tends to be brighter in real life than it is in pictures, and I would love to see that blue. Baxter Cycle is located in western Iowa, in Marnie, Iowa. We're just east of Omaha. You hear the song where he talks about east of Omaha? Well, that's where we are. Wow, this is one of the funnest bikes I've ever ridden. I just love this one. I know I say that about a lot of bikes, but this is one I would consider buying. This is definitely on my short list. And I just barely am getting to know this thing. I think ride this thing around for a few days and you'd be like your soulmate. This thing is just phenomenal. And the brakes should be just awesome. I mean, you got triple disc, twin disc on the front, and it just picks up like a banshee. If you want a fun motorcycle to ride, this is definitely it. Absolutely fun. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, hit like and subscribe. I love doing these videos, and I need to know that you like them. If this is the kind of thing you like, please hit like, please hit subscribe. Comment below. Tell me what you want to hear and see. Tell me what what am I missing? Tell me what I can do to make these videos better. We're back at Baxter's. I want to show you all something here real quick. Look at that beautiful scrambler. And that's an XC1200. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, just got back from putting about 15 miles on this. Went a little farther than usual because this thing is just a ball to drive. There were some nice curves I wanted to take her through, and she performed admirably. This is a wonderful motorcycle. It's a good all-around motorcycle. You can tour on this, you can sport on this, you can back road on this. I would do everything on this except take it on gravel. I mean, if you need to get to the campground, this will do it, but just a phenomenal thing. It's light, it's powerful, 80 horsepower, 47 foot-pounds of torque. It's got those wonderful brakes. I didn't really get a chance to use those well, but they're not broken yet anyway. But look at those discs, dual disc brakes. Just gorgeous. I love the way the bike looks. The triple header, a nice stocky exhaust. Look at that. I love the line of the bike here. It goes all the way down from the back of the swing arm all the way to the front, or the front of the bike all the way back to the swing arm. You can put color match bags on here. They come in black, and then you can also get them in the silver or the red or the blue, or little panels that attach on there. They've got this wonderful adjustment here, which I need to learn more about. Just a phenomenal bike. Phenomenal. Triumph Tiger Sport 660. Get yourself to Baxter Cycle. Take one for a ride. You will fall in love. Wahoo!